What's going on, Bigfoot World? We were waiting on YouTube like always. We'll get it going. Hopefully. Where they at? What's going on, Bigfoot World? First things first, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you guys can hear me, see me, everything's all good. Where's everybody at? Seems like as soon as I go live, everybody just disappeared. But I'm here. I finally made it. What's going on, guys? Frogman's in the house. What's going on, Sunshine? Antoinette. Hopefully everybody's getting their notification. This live's gonna be a little bit different tonight, guys. We're just gonna be playing it by ear and just conversating, see what's going on in the Bigfoot community, in the Bigfoot world. And we're gonna kick back to a cold one. Halfway through it, guys, I'm gonna probably break this out. We're gonna get it over with. Death Nut 3.0, 150 million Scovos. This shit's hot. Gene's telling me it's gonna be my last nut. I hope he's playing, but we'll find out. We'll see what happens, guys. I've been promising you. We all are sunshine. We all are. Man, can't wait. I really can't wait. But yeah, man, we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be doing this hottest peanut in the world. There's 5 levels, 5 different bags. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You know how I am with the hot shit. We'll see. But what's going on, Bigfoot World? We're gonna get it going. Everybody should have got their notifications by now. If not, they can watch it tomorrow. 5 by 5. What's going on? She said. This week it ain't really been too much going on in my world, man. It's been uneventful. I wasn't able to make it to the woods. My hand's been killing me, man. It's just broken bones ain't no joke. That shit hurts. But I ended up taking the brace off and the cast off just so I can keep going to work and everything. And it was kind of getting in the way on the job. Got to keep making the money, guys. So I took it off and kept pushing it. But it seemed like I bump it on everything and anything. It sucks so bad. I can't wait till that shit's over with. It just gotta heal. It's not bad. It's not too bad, guys. But it does hurt. I don't have a pinky knuckle anymore. The knuckle's pushed back. It's it is what it is, man. At least the bone ain't sticking out anymore. You guys remember that Friday night? I did it like an hour before I was supposed to go live, and I looked down and that bone sticking. I was like, she's talking about let's go to the hospital. I ain't ready. I gotta go live. My, my them guys are waiting, man. Bigfoot World's waiting. They'd be mad if I don't show up. I just came back. I'm not missing. So I ended up waiting, and went live. The doctor cussed me out. She cussed me out. Everybody cussed me out for just not going. But I probably should have went because it was painful, guys. I sat here like an hour with you guys. It's so much pain. Broken arm. Money Mike's in the house. Then I went to the hospital and they took some x-rays, told me it was broken, pretty much set me on my way, told me to call a surgeon. So I went to a surgeon. I think I told you this already last week, and that's where I'm at with it. I told all you guys last week. I went to the surgeon, and he said 3 weeks without surgery and 6 months with surgery. So I chose the 3 weeks without anything. I'm supposed to do a follow up here in a couple of weeks, but I gotta work that day and just starting a job. I ain't trying to miss too many days. You know what I mean? Money Mike's in the building. What's going on, Mike? Hopefully enough people watching to do this one the hottest chip in the world, the death chip. Or not the death chip, the death nut. I guess that'd be me. I'm a nut. Tomorrow, guys, I got some peanut butter I'll be taking up here to the bone cave. I'll be filming that. So there'll be something coming up this week. I want to see what's going on inside there. Like just quick in and quick out. It takes a little bit of balls to go in there, man. I ain't gonna lie. Just the changes and everything going on, the vibes around the place. It's just you gotta have a certain. It takes a certain type of person to climb in that hole. Believe me, it does, especially by yourself. But I'm gonna give it my best to get in there and just quickly check it out, see what's going on, see what's changed, which is a lot. Judging by the last time, it was a lot. Right, sunshine. I'll get over it. It'll definitely heal sooner or later. I don't know where everybody's at tonight. Oh, Friday the 13th. That explains a lot, man. That really does explain a lot. It's been one of them days. Today was, I just seen it was Friday the 13th. That's a nightmare. That's gonna be that explains so much how my day went. It's like if it could have went wrong, it went wrong. Believe me. At work, at home, it's just like what the hell? What's going on? It's just too much to be normal. You know what I mean? I wasn't used to these whammies. These whammies made me go get a 6-pack after work. But it is what it is. I want to get up in there and, like I said, check out the bone cave. I got 2 jars of peanut butter I want to put down in there. See what they do with that. They already got one back in there. And then bucket of, I might get some apples. I might get a little bit of apples. Just see what happens with them too. Put them up here. And I want to check out the what's it called, the Forbidden Land. Everybody keep messaging me about that the Forbidden Cave. I'm not going into the cave, but you guys want to see the hole where they filled it in up at the top. I'm gonna get up in there and show you guys what's going on with that. Because I'm kind of curious myself to see if they finished filling it in. There's still massive. It looked like a big sinkhole. When I first seen it, when I first found it, after they filled it in, that's what I thought it was a big sinkhole opened up. And here was them filling up that damn hole. Shit was weird. Friday the 13th. That's crazy. I don't know why I'm just now noticing that. And bad part, my job, I probably wrote the date down about 10 times, but I didn't write the Friday. I just wrote like the 9, 13, 24. It didn't register Friday the 13th on me until tonight, if you know what I mean. I hear you, Sunshine. Just today was just a long one. I said I'm stopping over here at the gas station, grab me a 6-pack, pack of Bugler. I'm out. I know these guys gonna make me do this nuts, eat this nut. So I gotta have something, get my mind right. I don't know where everybody's at. I've been sitting here looking away and ain't nobody coming, guys. I might have to postpone this nut till next week. Nah, I'm playing. I'm gonna do it no matter what. I keep looking at it, and this shit look hot, man. You guys can't even see it, but look at that. The box alone looks scary. That look like some scary shit. Just looking at it. Not to mention the videos I've been watching. They filled it up. That big hole up at the top of the Forbidden Lands. They filled all that up, man. I don't know how they got the equipment up on top of there. I'm actually going to film and show you guys how in the hell did they get it up there. But I'm gonna figure it out. I'll look at it tomorrow and see how they may have done it. Because that rock face is good 100 feet up off the ground. How they get that heavy equipment up over top of that? They'd had to come in from another angle, from another side somewhere. They did something. Wait till next week to do the net. I might have to. If there's too many more people ain't jumping on there, we'll see. It is Friday 13th. That's cool. Everybody's hiding under their shell. You can't blame them for that. I probably would have too if I would have known. That's funny. As soon as I go live, I don't know. I seen there's been a lot of good videos posting up. There's been a lot of activity this year. There's so much content on Bigfoot coming up, man. It's a lot of great clear footage coming up, but you can see a lot of it fake, which I don't understand why they do that shit. Probably for the views. Helicopters in. There's no getting ready for that. 150 million Scovilles. That says it can throw you into a heart attack. It can throw a teenager into a heart attack. So I'm my age. It does got me a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie. I did 3 chips and something else, and I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm going to. What about the helicopters? The Black Hawks that was circling in on us when I first came back on this new channel? Yeah, it's still sticking out. I don't know what that's for, if it's for the bats to have a way out or what, but I'm going to check it out. I'm definitely going to check it out tomorrow, see what's up with it. You'll see a few videos coming up this week. Hopefully some good ones. Get some good action out there. It's been a minute. I like going out there because then you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to pop out from behind that tree or rock or what. I had so many different crazy experiences out in that forest, man. It's just last time we was out there that some entity told us to run out of nowhere, just run. That was crazy. That blew my mind to hear that. And that's not the first time. It's the first time in that area we got something like that, but that's not the first time we picked up voices in the forest at all. My bad, guys. I'm going over you guys' comments real quick, which ain't many. I'm playing, guys. It just seems like it's one of them days. Yeah, you might be right. It's possible, but they went through a lot of money to get that shit done. The steel cages that they put over the smaller holes up there, and then the dozers that they took up there to fill in that hole was every bit of 50 yards by 50 yards, massive. It had 3 different tunnels going off in there. I mean, that thing was huge, and to fill it in, that took a lot. They had to put so many trees, dirt down in there. Just I don't know. I wouldn't trust walking over that because you can just, if it opened anything, dirt fall through the trees and you just sink right into a sinkhole or anything. It's just, I don't see how that's safe. They got it roped off right now because it looked like a sinkhole. I'm gonna check it out. It's been, man, 8 months, 9 months since I've been up there. Man, maybe not that long. I think I walked through there just a couple months ago, but I didn't go down to that hole. It's been about 8, 9 months since I've been in that hole. So I'll definitely check out that hole and see what's going on with it. See what they done. See if they finished sealing it up. Winter's right around the corner. Carl, give me a date, man. Let me know what's going on a Saturday or Sunday when you're off. We get it out there, get it done. I see you the only one talking, sunshine. Everybody else is just kick back with like me, just watching you talk, drinking cold one. But I definitely want to get up there and check it out. I want to check out the Bone Cave this week, and I want to check out the restricted lands. All right, Carl, take it easy, man. I'll drink one for you. But like I said, guys, there's some crazy shit going on out there with these new videos popping up. Even not Todd Standing. Well, why was I thinking of Todd Standing? I might have to check him out. He might got some new shit up too. But the Bigfoot researcher just got a good video. There's a female that got a video. She was walking in the woods. I can't think of her name, but she got amazing footage. She was walking up there by herself, and you guys probably seen it. And she's in the woods, and he stepped out on her like 10 feet out in front of her and just looking at her. They were standing there looking at each other for a couple seconds, and she took off running out to the field. When she turned around, that thing was at the wood line, out like 10 feet out from the wood line, out in the field, just looking at her. And when she stopped and just looked at it, it started coming straight toward her. It started like jogging right at her. And she took off. That was intense. That you can't fake that. That was just so real. Her action, it was just crazy. It was intense. I'll look at that in my next video, guys. I'll tag you in it to check that out. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Tracy. That's what it was too. She crazy. And then she went back. She went back like a couple nights later, walking up through there. Like it just didn't try to take her the last time she was up in there. What's going on, Lee? I see everybody coming there. But that's a wild video. I just seen that like 2-3 days ago. I came across that. I subscribed instantly. Like this girl's gonna come up missing, or she gonna come up with some good ass footage. But she was pushing her luck. He definitely was coming at her, man. I never known him to act like that. He was stalking her, and he came out into the opening. That shit was crazy. That video was nuts. I keep forgetting my hands broke, and I keep trying to light the lighter with my broke hand, and man, it just shows pain right down my arm. It hurts so bad. I don't know what they're doing in person, Shane. I think it's if you will go through the timeline. I went and in that winter time, I walked out there by myself, and I came across them three-toed tracks. And then a week later, I went back out there with Jeff, Mike, Ferret, Eric. We was all out there after that, and walking through there, and it was all fairly restricted. Then they started sealing up the front entrance, put cages on the top. It's like really on the trees. They got camera facing camera the whole way through there, on top of the rock face through the woods. I mean, they was going through great extents, and then they finally sealed up that big hole down bottom. I mean, it don't take a rocket scientist to put together what happened and what's going on. I need to fix this camera. I see it's dropping down. No, actually, it ain't too bad. I don't know what's up with it, but it's YouTube. I think it was. Tracy just said it. These Dark Adventures. She crazy, man. She went out there by herself. I just seen the video the other day, and that Bigfoot stepped out on her, just stood there and watched her. And then she took off running out toward the field. And when she looked back, he was out there in the field with her. Like he was coming for her. And then she decided, like the next video, a couple days later, whatever, she went back to the same spot where it happened. And I think it came out again. It was around her, it was making itself known and shit. So for whatever reason, she need to be careful with that spot. It seemed like they really like her, and he gonna make her friends or whatever. She needs to get some protection. She needs to do something with herself if she gonna keep going to that spot. Cause the way that Bigfoot reacted with her, man, I never seen that. I never seen him just step out into the trail and just watch her, just face her like that. You know, any human, that ain't their MO. And for him to do that, he got his reasons. You know what I mean? You're right, Lee. There definitely is. Absolutely right. I seen that. In the 10 years I've been doing this, man, there's definitely more than meets the eye, for sure. I know there's some things that run with the Bigfoot that ain't Bigfoot, but look similar to him. Like the little afro thing with the chimpanzee face. They're only like little 4 foot. I don't know what they are, but they run with them. They run like they coincide with the Bigfoot. They run side by side. Whenever I was following the mom and that newborn baby for them 3 years, I always see that little 4 foot dude with the mom, standing right up against her, right beside her. I don't know what they are, but they're similar to them. They're smaller, a lot smaller. And they look so much different than the Bigfoot. But they're running right with them. Yeah, I don't know if it's a link cousin, long lost, or whatever. I don't know, but they're there. They're definitely there. That was Bigfoot. That was there was two male Bigfoot came down. One pushed a tree over at us. That was what ended my first channel. One pushed a tree over at us, and I told Mike to stay right here. And I'm gonna go over to the other side to see what pushed that tree over, because whatever it was, it's still there, man. It's still sitting there. And that was my mistake. I left Mike by himself, and I walked over to the front of the root ball to see what the hell pushed the tree over, and there was nothing there. So I started hearing cracking over toward Mike, like twigs snapping and shit. And I was looking over there. I see Mike in that direction. I see him standing there playing with shit. So I thought it was Mike breaking off limbs and branches or whatever. And I looking around trying to see what the hell pushed that. The tree was like 8 inches thick, 9 inches thick, that pushed right over at us, and it split us up. That was my mistake. Well, I heard this loud break, and when I looked up, coming down, it was like a game trail, but it was a wide game trail, and it was coming down. There was two of them, a big one and then a smaller one behind him, and it was coming straight for Mike. And I was like, oh my God, Mike, that's for you. And I started running toward Mike, just hollering, like, get down, that's for you, get down, Mike. And with me running at Mike, hollering, and like with my arms out, like, get down, man, I was panicking. There was nothing like, in reality, I wasn't doing anything to stop what was going down. But my screaming and hollering, running toward him changed their mind, because when they got about 10, 15 feet from Mike, they stopped and cut to the left. And the little one followed behind the big one. It's like, oh my God. From this day on, I'll never leave my kids by themselves. That was my worst mistake. I'll never do it. And I never did since. That was my first and last mistake. I almost lost him. Like, I don't know what changed their mind. Their full intent, you can tell they was coming straight at my son to snatch him up. And with me hollering and running that Mike, and just they changed their mind. They stopped and they made a left turn, and they cut like 2, 3 months later. I went back up there. They cut all them trees down. That whole mountainside is cut down and then just left on the ground. And I went to the Jamon, the famous Jamonsville, the one that got hit. The lady was driving home. Everybody heard about it. The lady was driving home from work from Nemacolin, and she hit one, ran out to the road, and she hit one on the, and it ran up over the bank of Jamonsville, and they cut that whole mountainside down too. The whole, like a mile strip down the road, they cut it down and just left it lay. That must be their thing to cover the shit up or push them out of the area or whatever. I feel like. Right. But yeah, man, I had a crazy ass experiences over the years. A lot of run-ins with them, more than what I can count. I've seen them so many times. I've had interactions with them so many times. That's why Money Mike and Jeff is scared to go to the woods to this day. He said, "Yeah, Dad, I'll go Sunday with you." But when Sunday comes, yeah, I gotta get my hair cut. I got a haircut appointment. It's just every reason for it that he ain't going. They will not go back to the woods. I can't say I blame him, but yeah, I just I feel like if they wanted them, they'd already been gone. They've been out there since they was shit, little kids, 11, 12 years old, and they're grown now. And I think if they wanted them, they'd been gone long, long time ago. The Bigfoot in the hole, he could have reached out and just pulled him in. We was in arms range. He could have just did anything to any one of us. I didn't even see it till 2 minutes later after I finally stepped over to where Mike was standing and looked in and the thing cocked his head sideways. Like, oh my God. I seen his whole silhouette, his body, the way his hands was down in front of him. I freaked. I snatched my kids up and ran. And then, like a dumbass, I came back and I went to film it a second time because I figured if he ain't come out the first time, he ain't gonna come out the second time. I went back down around there by myself and like trying to film in the hole. And when I'm looking at him, as soon as we made eye contact, he did one of them juking moves and flinching at me. And like caught me off guard. I fell back and took off running. And then I didn't mess with him. He's like warning me, I'm going to jump on you. You keep playing with me. So I was like, I left it be. I just got away from it. I need toothpicks for them eyes. I hear you. Bottoms up, man. Trying to get through the Friday Night Live. Yeah, it's coming soon enough. I've been thinking about it for sure, and it needs to be told. Just, I mean, it does. Just for me to get it out there, off my chest. I'll work on it. I'll definitely work on it. Checking out you guys' comments. But this weekend, man, I've been trying to get out there. When it comes to work Monday through Friday, I only got Saturday and Sunday to get out there. And these past weekends just wasn't working for me because one weekend I'm in a hospital and the next weekend I'm just in too much pain to even do anything. So it's just, man, it sucks. It sucks. I'm gonna get through it though, no matter what. Hopefully next week we got some more people on here to do this one chip or this death nut. There's just ain't enough people watching for me to kill myself for that thing. I know I said I'll do it, but there's 20 people, guys. I'll be doing it for practice pretty much at this point. I don't know where anybody is. Kathy, nobody. Gene, my mom, everybody going. MIA. It's Friday the 13th. Everybody hiding under the rock. I'd be under there with them if I knew, if I would have seen it earlier. Shit, I might not have went even with live. I might have just grabbed me a six pack and head out under the porch somewhere. Shit, find me tomorrow. Type of shit. But definitely this weekend, guys, check out these videos coming up. We're going to see together what's going on with this bone cave, because I've been thinking about it a lot. Just the changes is crazy. There's so much going on inside that bone cave, and I can see you're right. I probably do need some toothpicks to hold my eyelids up. You probably ain't lying. With the kids, um, which one? Which one? Which part of the woods you talking about, Alan? There's so many places I go to, like Bigfoot Land. You talking about Moy Land, the ravine, I haven't been to in a long time. I was trying to let that be kind of like the safe haven. It's down at the bottom from Bigfoot Land, and that's like their getaway. When I push in the Bigfoot Land, it seemed like they always drop down into the ravine, and I just let that go for like the safe haven to get away from shit. And if I feel like if I go down there bothering with them, then I'll either come up missing or they'll just push out. They'll leave, and I don't want to make them leave. Yeah, the dog's getting his drink. Right? That's what's up, though. It's better than the 10 we started with. It's not a bad thing. Ain't too much to like, anyways. So it's all good. Not tonight. Tonight's just like one of them laid back, just hang out type of vibes. Nah, Jeff and Money might scare, man. They are super scared. They won't go to the woods. Even in the daytime, they gotta have 100 people with them to go in there. They won't go. They're that scared. They done had too many experiences. I think the last experience broke them when we walked out from in between them rocks, and it seemed like there was one on each side, and they was in an argument with each other, and they wanted to take off running. I think Mike did take off, had to snatch his ass up, and we just got caught up in a war between two of them on each side of us. And the only way we had to go was backwards into the back in between them rocks to get away from the whole situation. And I think that was the last time we was getting out there. We wasn't even making it out there yet, and that happened. We didn't have cameras set up or nothing. We was just hiking out to the spot, and that went down. Then his dad get me out of here, get me home, and that was it. I couldn't get him to go back out there no more. Both of them, they both get the same excuses too. It's funny. It's like they practice what to say whenever I gotta pick them up. But it is what it is, man. I'm gonna still keep going, no matter what. I'm gonna still get out there, see what happens. It was. It blew my mind. It scared me. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't even want to go out there for a minute. I had to really like take little baby steps to get into it. I'll go to the safe spots that I know that this is all good, and like flirt with that for a little while before I got in too deep with it. It took me a while to get back into the deep shit. When you have I've seen so many different researchers have an experience and just stop. They never went again. The one in Florida, they was walking, they stepped on one, it was getting dust, and they stepped on one sleeping. That was his last trip. That thing jumped up, growled, and flipped his ass. He ain't went out since. He be going up and down the road filming into the woods. He ain't going into the woods. There's so many researchers that happened to. They get a bad experience and they just, nah, this is it. But you gotta realize them things are, some of them 9 foot tall, 10 feet tall. They're huge, 5 feet wide. There's some monsters out there, and I think that's what really catches people off guard when they see the sheer size, looking up at them, and it's like, wow, how are these monsters hiding? They're so big, so massive. Why ain't we seeing them? It don't make sense. Something that big can blend in so well and be. It's just it fascinates me. The more I see it and learn about them, it's like you don't really know anything, and the more you want to know, and it keeps you going. It kept me going for a long time. Betty Knox is a whole nother story. A whole nother ball game. I'm trying to. I'm definitely trying to, and be safe about it at the same time. They definitely trying to. That's the only thing about smoking some damn bugler. That shit goes out like every 2 minutes. You gotta light it 500 times to keep the shit lit. Bugler sucks. It is what it is, though. But all right, Bigfoot World, I'm gonna cut it off a little short. Get ready for tomorrow. Cookie's still here being a pain in the ass. Running around here somewhere with the big dogs. But guys, this week there'll be some good content out there. Definitely stay tuned for that. With that being said, guys, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight, drinking a cold one. Definitely stay tuned for this next crazy ass adventure. I'll be back, guys. Before long, I'll be back.